What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will at the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel or online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and I am back with a Apollo 17 photograph. This one is awesome. I found this on a website. A guy asked me to take a look at this. He has a picture. He has a really quick video of it on his site. Let me pull that up real fast, see if I've got that sitting right here. The Strange Maze on the Moon. And here you go, just for y'all who want to check out his video. Exedron. Alright, so that's his name. I'll link his page up below with his video. It's pretty cool, I must say. Now, in order to get the high resolution of this, since the government shut down right now, you got to go to archive.org to get it, to get the high resolution version of this picture, the ones that were scanned again. All of the Apollo images are scanned once on the lunar page, and then again it gets scanned again in high res, and they're all saved as HR. See how this is AS08-17-2666HR.jpg. The other ones are just 2666.jpg if you were to get it from the other one, and it would be by magazine it's put into it. But let's take a look at this thing. There's all sorts of ruins on this one. This was a good find. I haven't seen this one anywhere but on his thing, and I might go ahead and say this is amazing stuff what he found here. So let's take a quick look at what we've got. Is all I can say is civilization, and what I've done here is I've swung the picture around a little bit. It's one thing about the pictures from Apollo and the lunar orbiter. You really got it. They've cataloged them in a way where you've got to spin them around sometimes. See how what I've done was basically this way. I've spun it around 180 basically on this one, and there's a lot of neat stuff going on here. Let's see if we can go back to where we just were. And then we're just good. This one might take a little bit for this video. We're going to go through this one just to take a look at all this cool stuff, because this was a great picture that you shared with me, and I appreciate it. So, all right, start down at the bottom and go up. Check this out. Look at these anomalies down here. Now, to me, these all look like buildings and like domes. See how they've got dome shapes, and whatever this material in white is around it is part of the infrastructure here. I mean, that's pretty cool. They look raised above the surface, and then see how here this is almost like a, I must say, I see what I see, you see what you see, but this is almost like a raised Coliseum. Everything looks to be domed in. This is almost like Incas. If you were above that Machu Picchu or that area down there, and you were to look down on it, and you'd see like these the stone rocks that have just been carved out and put there and stacked so nicely in these walls. Let's come up here a little bit and take a look at some more of this. And I could go everywhere where I haven't marked and probably find some anomalies on this picture. This is the back on the dark side of the moon. They look like I'm a Pink Floyd shirt on. That's perfect for this video. And look here, we've got some, wow, look at these buildings right here. Now it's hard to see it with just the the black and white, but let me see if I add a little bit of contrast and stuff. What'll happen? Just some simple contrast and brightness. See if I can't pull that out. Brighten it up. Here's where I'm looking here. Right over here seems to be like a building type shape, and right here seems to be an interesting. See, they got one pillar, two pillars. These look about the exact same. They even have the same shadow on it. The white piece there, and then it goes down to the gray. This seems to be more of the building, and then over here you've got two more of these pillars in a straight line. Look at that, one, two, and everything in this little area seems to be paired up in pairs. See, like one, two, there seems to be little towers there. It's just a very interesting site here. I love it. This is a great find, buddy. I'm very excited about this picture. I haven't. There are so many more of these out there. Just think about it. Nobody has gone through all these pictures yet. I mean, especially looking at it like we do with the, under scrutiny, are with our eyes open in different ways. This is my channel is very much imagine. We use our imagination here, and I try and think of, I've got to in what I'm doing in this kind of stuff. If you can't, I mean, you're never gonna get through it. But this whole area alone seems to be very worked. Ooh, look at this stuff down here. Very interesting. Lots of the 90, you guys know who I love 90-degree angles. I think that the moon's being mined at the very minimum. There's probably civilizations up there. I'm not sure what they would do. Or if they're, if they're like us here living about our lives, if they're there for a purpose, maybe they're there, who knows? I mean, this is just speculation, what I think about it, but are they there to watch us, to keep tabs on us? This is an interesting looking thing here. See how it comes up above everything, and it seems like it comes up above, but it's so blacked out here. That does look like a face that's rising above it, almost like a demon face. Like this would be the mouth, nose, and here's an eyeball, and the other one would be over there. Here's the horn coming, and that would be an ear. Very interesting. And this is the picture that had all sorts of these, like more type of monuments and stuff up here. Ooh, look at this down here. This was cool too. Okay. So check this stuff out inside. See how dark these craters are? Then all of a sudden you get these things protruding out of them. That if it went down, I don't understand why they'd be protruding out. Um, More and more, it seems to be symmetry. Look at that. Bridged across here. And both sides both have a T to it. Oh, that's just too cool. This is one of the... If you guys don't see this, I can see a lot of people looking at this and saying, oh, that's just rocks. I don't see what he's seeing. But it's one of those things where you just got to open your mind up and see this. And then check this out. Just how... Here's how I do a lot of this stuff. Like right here, this is just interesting. I don't see how this could be just a bunch of random rocks with the pattern in it. Let me pull it up bigger for everybody. Um, it's got like a figure 8 type pattern here, and then this comes down. It's almost like this is up in the air. See how this one comes down, this one's come out of it, then goes down, this one's come out of it. And that's almost like something's twisted up in a big pile of rubble right there or something, or maybe a big statue. Not really 100% sure. Here we've got what seems to be more and more of these, where they have the buildings, it's like you've got two exact statues, right? Not statues, but buildings right next to each other. One, two, you go up a ledge, there's a full ledge, and there's another two smaller. I mean, that just doesn't happen in nature. Look at that. Perfect box, perfect box, perfect box, perfect box. There's a ledge going up, so like a staircase, a wedding case, staircase going a wedding cake. As I move up, so I don't get you guys sick. Alright, let's see. Some of the real fascinating ones I haven't even seen yet that I saw yesterday or the other night when I first started looking at this one. Okay, here we go. The perfect square here. Alright, check this one out. Now this is ruins for you right here. If you want to see ruins and you haven't seen it or you didn't think the other stuff looked like it, check this out. Alright, we've got things that look like seem to be up in the air. See how this is a perfect square, this whole area right here? Check this from here. Not perfect square, but perfect 90-degree angle here. Here you've got 1, 2, it goes out like that, and it cuts back up to here. Very cool. Where there's a square, you've got, seems to be buildings. This is neat. It's got kind of this circle. Almost looks like a, if you were to flip over the bottom of your weed whacker, it looks like the little thing that comes out and spins the blade and spins, and you have to, it's like the strings are right here, and here would be the center thing you tap to get more to come out. It's funny when you put these old photographs sometimes in and you zoom up. To me, that looks like a face right here with a mouth, two eyes, an eyelid, and just staring at you. It almost looks evil. Now this is the dark side of the moon. I've heard a lot of a lot of weird stories about this place. That's just cool there how that works. If that's just a hill, it's neat how it, the whole illusion of it puts that shadow. It does look like it's on a 90-degree angle there. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, and down here was neat too, where we were looking at this. Okay, see how this building, and you can tell these are, whatever it is, it's most likely in ruins. They're not in current use here. Check this out. It comes all the way up to here, spins, and that's that one layer. And on top of it, it comes around here, and this comes all the way back. And who knows where it goes here. This just looks like the top that's been destroyed, or maybe that's part of it. If you were on the ground, this would be like a canopy or a roof of it. Just very cool, whatever that is. Or we're looking at something, like I said, a mining operation or something along those lines. More and more of the just kind of chopped up area here. Oops. Ooh, look at this down here. Wherever I've hit it already with the with this, that's cool. See how that comes out? It's got these long, elongated things. And God only knows what's up there in the way of all we can picture is what we've seen here on Earth, but there is some strange looking stuff here on Earth that's alive. I can tell you that much now. Bugs and stuff. Where I live in Maryland, it's down by the beach, we get the most translucent, fluorescent bugs down here. I could take videos of just the colorful moths and stuff we get in the middle of the night. But let's keep on gandering up here. More of what seems to be those. Oh, I just showed that was that square part right there, and that interesting down here too. I didn't notice that, but it's like a perfect circle and it leads away and almost like it comes like a cone head would come. And then down there too, that's just too cool to me right here. That stuff. I mean, this screams symmetry right here. And right here it's got that same looking circle thing, but instead of the blade coming out just two ways, it's coming out three, like the back of a weed whacker. It'd be one with three. Down here, okay, let's keep on moving along. Let's see. More and more coolness. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's neat. Let's see what we got here. Oops. More of these would look to see some sort of machines or something on top of it. That seem to be to me. I mean, that's one's kind of tough to see. Um, but there's a lot of these perfect circles in these things. You kind of see these here. See how this up here, how it's got the wiggly, almost like worms or something there? And then you get something like these. This looks like a machine or something here, or you know, something, or an effigy, something along. A lot of these shadows I have issues with too. It almost seems like stuff has been brushed out on these pictures, and that's how they would have gotten rid of stuff back in the day. They brushed stuff out. Let me see something real fast. If I can just pump the, see the auto contrast. What happens if I do the auto here? Let's see, image, auto contrast. Nothing much at all. Alright, adjustment. I'm on the right one too. Alright, brightness. The moon is so washed out. Sometimes I feel like you gotta bring it, drag it down, and then bring it back up to get some of the better views. It gets so dark when you do it that way. We can just slide through it, see if you can see what I'm looking at right here. Let me make it. Well, I can't make it bigger like that, but I'm looking at this little thing right here. Just very interesting, standing up off the ground. And this thing, right, that little rock or whatever that is there is interesting to me. And once again, we get more of these, kind of like little S curves and stuff like that that are there. Let's see what else we had on here. I know there's whole spots I'm missing. Or I had it turned another way. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, more of like what seems to be symmetry with the buildings, like just kind of like cities laid out, or maybe mining towns. Perfect squares. Look at this, kind of all connected. This looks like the side of like a mountain where all the things are cut off and put together. See how right here's there, right there's got it's like different levels as it goes up. This even has what seems to be an archway right there. Like I said, and that's very speculative, that little part. But have you ever seen rocks form like that where they're cut out? See this? Look at the perfect L shape there and how it's boxed in and boxed out. And it's boxed out so much that it's right here is blank. Like there could be that almost looks like the foundation for something that has walls on the side, like at Machu Picchu. That whole same thing down here too on the rim of this crater. And I really have an issue with this right here. Where is this coming from? Tell me this doesn't look added after the fact to hide whatever this is. It's hiding something. See right here how that's colorful? Right here is colorful. And we don't get any of that right here. What would be making that huge? I mean, where is it? What's making that? This doesn't go up like this. So how could that be? Nothing here seems to be doing that. And so I've got a really issue with these shadows. Um, they shouldn't be there. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, here's the shadow, here's the sun on this side, and it's darkening over here. Well, what's the sun on this side? This looks like it was added to hide what was right here, because what was right here was awesome. I mean, check this stuff out. Look at the symmetry in this. Whoa, look at that. Perfect P. And when it comes around, it stops. So these are like, who knows what these are, but they could be anything. They could be tunnels. They could be um, machinery, a place where people live. They could be a bunch of rocks that are just somehow put in perfect patterns where they come together and they form P's and perfect corners and angles. You know, I'm just joshing here, but check these out. A lot more of these little circle things. And then that awkward. I'm glad I saw this again because I had an issue with this earlier. And honestly, look at it. It's perfectly. It definitely looks like it's cutting something out here and hiding something. And right here, it starts getting really cool. Like there could be something neat there. Um, like I know that this little shadow right here isn't being made by this Look at this big thing that's in the shadow here, right? Where you have a perfect weird sphere right here, and on the edge of it, where the sun is, see how the sun's right here, and this is the back of the shadow. Sun's shining here, this way, here's the back shadow. Sun shining here, here's the back shadow. What is the sun over here on? Nothing. So why are these added? These are added to block what is ever there. This is one thing that NASA have always liked to do. And the film and stuff is all numbered. So when they get the film back, it had already been pre-numbered. When they design the film or design for the mission, directly for the mission, you know, the film that gets done, and they check the film as they're doing it, make sure it's the right roll, right exposure. Um, so when there is a number missing, they have to brush it out. They just can't toss it aside. They have before, but then you get a bunch of things that say missing data, and then you know, people start asking questions. Whereas back then they would just airbrush this stuff out, and I'll tell you, we could tell that because there's probably no image data behind it whatsoever. Let's see if we pump the exposure all the way, see what happens. Just where this didn't get airbrushed out of the way, it almost looks like they put something down over the top of it, and let's see. See how there's nothing behind that? There's nothing behind it. You're not pulling out anything. There's no details, no nothing. So, and like I said, what's making that shadow? There's nothing making that shadow because they added it. Well, it looks like some land bridges over here. Apollo was a neat. I mean, Apollo was just a great mission in general. All of them were cool. We all know the stories. It's just a lot of people say I give NASA too much credit, but honestly, NASA deserves a lot of this credit. They do great. They get these pictures and stuff, even though they're just their government agency working off of government contract, you know, basically having to deal with what the government says. And the Brookings Institute, and I'm doing a video soon on the Brookings Institute report on extraterrestrials. I've read through it a couple times now, and it's very interesting, and I understand why we have the policy we have. And what happens is, once something like that, just like the drug policy here in America, once it's in place, it's almost it's like the old boys network. It's so hard to get it out. Once again, we've got more. Look at this. Seems like terracing, which is just crazy looking, cool structures. Seems to be wherever they've got these dark down, where it goes down, it gets dark. There's some interesting stuff around it. Um, Look at that. One circle, two circle, getting bigger as it comes out. Neat. But anyway, this one's going long. Look at these exact. What is that? What is this thing? Look at this. Let me see that. It almost looks like a ship or something. It's derelict. Been sitting there for a long time. Look, it's sitting next to all these things too. Check that out. This is a picture you will look at for a while. Make sure you get the, like I said, I'll link both the Archive.org one and the one to the link, so when NASA comes back up, you can use their site again. But type, let me do this one. I think I'll be done with this one, and leave the rest to you guys, because I want you to go check it out. Image, what am I doing here? Alright, exposure. Look at that there. That's cool. Check this one out. It even comes out and down. Now those shadows work. And whatever this is right here, it's got the exact same shadow, except it's turned. They're like baseball fields almost. Like here's be going that way, and this one would be going that way. Imagine if that was baseball fields. What if what if there's a whole civilization of Americans up there living right now that we don't even know about, that they've been told that they can't come here or something? Just imagine how twisted some of the stuff that happened in America back in the days and on this earth. Imagine if something like that existed. That would just be too cool. Not really, but you know, who knows what we've been told and what the truth is. With TV and stuff like that, they really could have lied about a lot of stuff. I, for one, believe we've got a lot more technology. We've been a lot more places than they say. But I thought that was cool. Thought you liked that. Yeah, that's pretty neat looking, pretty huge structure, whatever that is. Check these out. More of these circle pods. What seem to be antennas. Check these out. Look at these antennas. See the V shape? That is definitely looks like baseball fields right there. That's cool. See it there in there? The V shaped in that? I wonder if you guys can see these on your screens. It's so small. Right there. So you could go through this picture over and over and over. And this one has fairly good resolution for what we've been doing. I'd love for somebody to take a look at these for the shadows. Let me know what you think about those shadows back there. Also, you could flip it many different ways and still pick up. I like to find the light of sight. I try and put my eyes to where the actual the rover was or the satellite was, and kind of even it up so it looks like I'm looking down taking a picture. And that's how I get my perspective, and that's how I work the best. You're gonna have to get your own perspective on stuff, and I'm sure you've already got it, especially if you're watching my videos and you've gone through a lot of this stuff, because it's you sit here and watch me go through it. A lot of you have told me you'll be picking up this stuff and actually downloading them yourself now. So I love it. That's why I got it. I want you to have, by the time we're said and done, I want to have 1,000 pictures. I've got way more than 1,000 pictures with anomalies, but I want you guys to have that many. So let me bust this open one more time and take just a quick look here. Love this how I've got it turned. Image. Let me just put adjustments, exposure. Look at that big structure there. Wow, there we are. There it is. Huge, whatever it is. Looks like a big refinery or something like that. Much love, guys. What's up in the sky? 37. Hit like. What did I go? 20 minutes long on this picture. Sorry, this might take a while to upload. Much love, guys. Take it easy. What's up in the sky? 37. I hope you're enjoying the news I'm putting out. I hope you still come back for these pictures because I love doing this stuff. I'm never going away from that. But I want to bring more people in the channel. And to do that, I wanted to do some of the space news and, just bring in some more of the stuff I enjoy. But it's all going to be about space. What's up in the sky, stuff like that. Also, what's here on the ground on Earth. We've got some amazing mysteries. If you see my Antarctica videos, there's some more of that to come. I just got a lot of stuff ready to rock. My mind's going. I want to build this channel. I've been given something great here. I've got an amazing subscriber base. You guys come watch the videos. You interact with me. And I get a lot of great emails from you guys. So I appreciate all you do for me, sending me pictures. Keep sending those Mars pictures. Keep sending your moon pictures, turning me on the stuff. Thank you again, buddy, for the strange maze on the moon. Check his video out. It's going to be linked. Exodron, I guess that's how you say it. Much love. Peace.